The National Electrical Code, often referred to as the NEC, dictates the requirements for electrical installations to ensure safety and standardization. One specific area of focus within the NEC pertains to lighting fixtures installed in closed closets. These regulations aim to mitigate fire hazards by controlling the type and placement of light fixtures within the confined space of a closet. According to the 2002 edition of the NEC, Article 410.16 outlines the requirements for luminaires, also known as lighting fixtures, in closed closets. Specifically, this section mandates that luminaires installed in closed closets must be of the surface-mounted or recessed type with a complete lens or a totally enclosed luminaire. This requirement for totally enclosed fixtures came into effect with the 2002 NEC. The rationale behind this requirement is to prevent the ignition of combustible materials that may be stored in a closet, such as clothing, linens, or other personal items. A totally enclosed fixture minimizes the risk of these materials coming into direct contact with hot lamp surfaces or sparking components within the fixture. Prior to the 2002 NEC, the requirements for closet lighting fixtures may have been less stringent, potentially allowing for the installation of fixtures that posed a greater fire risk. It's important to consult the specific edition of the NEC that was in effect at the time of the original installation to determine compliance with the applicable regulations. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so understanding the specific code cycle is crucial. Article 410 of the NEC covers a wide range of requirements for luminaires, lamp holders, and lamps. Within Article 410, Section 410.16 specifically addresses luminaires in closed closets. The requirements in 410.16 are further broken down into subsections, with 410.16 covering the general requirements and 410.16 were focusing on the type of luminaire permitted. The phrase totally enclosed luminaire indicates that the lamp, also known as the light bulb, and any internal components of the fixture must be completely sealed within a protective enclosure. This enclosure prevents the escape of sparks or hot particles and minimizes the surface temperature of the fixture, thereby reducing the risk of ignition. The requirement for a complete lens or a totally enclosed luminaire also serves to protect the lamp from physical damage and to prevent accidental contact with conductive parts. This protection is particularly important in a closet environment where items may be frequently moved or rearranged. The NEC also specifies clearance requirements for luminaires in closed closets. These clearance requirements dictate the minimum distance that must be maintained between the luminaire and any storage space within the closet. The purpose of these clearances is to prevent clothing or other combustible materials from being placed too close to the fixture, which could create a fire hazard. The specific clearance requirements vary depending on the type of luminaire and the type of storage space. For example, a surface-mounted luminaire may require a different clearance than a recessed luminaire. It is essential to consult the NEC for the specific clearance requirements that apply to a particular installation. In addition to the type and placement of luminaires, the NEC also addresses the wiring methods used in closed closets. The wiring must be installed in a manner that protects it from physical damage and prevents it from coming into contact with combustible materials. Typically, wiring is run within the walls or ceiling of the closet and is enclosed in conduit or other protective raceways. The NEC also requires that all electrical connections be made in approved junction boxes. These junction boxes provide a safe and secure enclosure for splices and terminations, preventing accidental contact with energized conductors. When installing or modifying electrical wiring in a closed closet, it is essential to follow all applicable NEC requirements and to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns. The NEC is a complex and comprehensive document, and it is important to have a thorough understanding of the code requirements before undertaking any electrical work. In addition to the NEC, local building codes may also impose additional requirements for electrical installations in closed closets. These local codes may be more stringent than the NEC and may address specific issues that are relevant to the local environment. It is important to check with your local building department to determine whether there are any local codes that apply to your project. The enforcement of the NEC and local building codes is typically the responsibility of the local building department. Building inspectors will review plans and inspect installations to ensure compliance with the applicable codes. If an installation is found to be in violation of the code, the building inspector may issue a notice of violation and require that the violation be corrected. Failure to comply with the code can result in fines, penalties, and even the shutdown of the project. Therefore, it is essential to take code compliance seriously and to ensure that all electrical work is performed in accordance with the applicable requirements. The NEC is not a static document. It is updated every 3 years to reflect changes in technology, industry practices, and safety concerns. These updates are based on input from a wide range of stakeholders, including electrical engineers, contractors, manufacturers, and code officials. The process of updating the NEC is open and transparent, and all interested parties are encouraged to participate. The NEC is organized into chapters, articles, and sections. Each chapter covers a specific area of electrical installations, such as wiring methods, equipment, or occupancies. Within each chapter, articles provide more detailed requirements for specific topics. And within each article, sections provide the specific rules that must be followed. The NEC also includes a number of tables and figures that provide additional information and guidance. These tables and figures can be helpful in determining the correct size of conductors, the appropriate spacing of supports, and other important details. The NEC is a valuable resource for anyone involved in the design, installation, or inspection of electrical systems. It provides a comprehensive set of rules that are designed to ensure safety and to prevent electrical hazards. By following the NEC, you can help to protect people and property from the dangers of electricity. The requirement for totally enclosed luminaires and closed closets is just one example of the many ways in which the NEC helps to ensure electrical safety. By understanding and following the NEC requirements, you can help to create a safer and more reliable electrical system. Understanding the specific requirements for closet lighting helps ensure electrical safety. If there is any doubt, always consult with a licensed electrical contractor or local building inspector. The 2002 NEC update regarding closet lighting serves as an example of how codes adapt to improve safety standards.